Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my podcast. Today, I want to share something that is very close to my heart: how to speak in English. English has changed my life. It has opened doors for me, helped me make new friends, and inspired me to dream even bigger. When I first began learning, I felt scared. I didn't know many words and my accent sounded different. But I never gave up. Step by step, I learned, just like a baby learning to walk. I fell many times, yet I always got back up. I know that some of you feel the same. Maybe you are shy when speaking, afraid of making mistakes, or worried that people might laugh. But remember, making mistakes is a natural part of learning. If we never try, we will never improve. Speaking English is like learning to swim. At first, the water may seem deep, and you might feel scared to jump in. But once you take that first step, you start feeling more comfortable. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. One of the best ways to improve your English is by listening. When you listen to English, your ears become familiar with the sounds. You hear how words are pronounced, and you learn new phrases without even realizing it. It's similar to listening to music. The more you listen, the more you understand. Another way to get better at speaking is by practicing, whether with friends or by yourself. Sometimes I talk to myself in English. It might feel a little silly, but it really helps. You can pretend you're having a conversation, ask yourself questions, and then answer them. The more you talk, the more confident you become. And don't worry if you don't know a lot of words. You don't need big words to speak well. Simple words are enough. Just focus on saying what you mean, even if it isn't perfect. People will still understand, and over time, your vocabulary will grow. When I was learning, I often thought, what if people laugh at me? But then I realized that if I didn't speak, I wouldn't improve. So I spoke anyway. And guess what? Most people were kind. They didn't laugh, they helped me. So if you feel nervous, that's completely normal. But don't let it stop you. Take a deep breath, smile, and start talking. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. Another thing that helped me a lot was reading out loud. When you read, your brain gets used to seeing and saying the words. It's like exercising your muscles. The more you do it, the stronger you become. Also, don't be afraid to ask for help. If you don't know how to say something, it's okay to ask someone. We all need help sometimes, and asking questions is how we learn. One last thing I want to say: believe in yourself. If you think, I can't do this, then it will feel hard. But if you tell yourself, I can learn this, you will start to see progress. English isn't difficult if you take it one step at a time. Imagine climbing a mountain. You don't reach the top in one big jump. You take small steps, one after another. Before you know it, you've reached the top. It's the same with learning to speak English. So I encourage you to start today. Speak English as much as possible. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Don't worry if it's not perfect, just speak. In the end, learning English is like planting a tree. You water it every day and it grows slowly. But one day, you'll look back and see that it has grown tall and strong. And you'll feel proud of yourself for not giving up. Remember, the most important thing isn't how fast you learn, but that you never stop trying. So, keep going, keep speaking, and one day you'll be able to say, I did it. I remember the first time I tried to have a full conversation in English. My heart was racing, my palms were sweaty, and my voice was shaking. I was so scared of saying the wrong thing, but I spoke anyway. And even though I made mistakes, I felt proud because I had tried. You see, speaking English isn't about being perfect, it's about being brave. Every time you speak, you're one step closer to becoming better. It's like a muscle. If you don't use it, it stays weak. But the more you speak, the stronger your English becomes. When I first started learning, I watched movies and TV shows in English. At the beginning, I didn't understand much, but I kept watching. I paid attention to how people spoke, how they used their hands, their facial expressions, and their tone of voice. I realized that speaking English isn't just about words, it's also about feelings. If you want to connect with people, don't be afraid to show your emotions when you talk. Smile when you're happy, frown when you're confused, and use your hands to express yourself. Language is more than just words. It's how you communicate. From your heart. Sometimes when you're learning, you might feel stuck. You might think, I've been studying for so long, but I'm not improving. This is completely normal. Learning a language is like climbing a hill. Sometimes you move fast, and other times it feels slow. But even when it feels slow, remember that you're still making progress. One thing that really helped me was setting small goals. I didn't aim for perfection in one day. Instead, I set small, daily goals. One day, I focused on learning new words. The next, I worked on pronunciation. Bit by bit, I improved. And don't forget to celebrate your progress. When you learn a new word or successfully have a conversation in English, take a moment to feel proud. Every small step is an achievement. Learning English is a journey, and every step you take brings you closer to where you want to be. Something else that helped me a lot was keeping a journal in English. Every night before bed, I would write about my day in simple English. This helped me practice thinking in English, and over time, my sentences improved. You don't have to write a lot. Even just 1 or 2 sentences a day can make a difference. When you practice speaking, try thinking in English as well. At first, you might translate from your language to English in your head, but try to move past that. The more you think in English, the more natural it becomes. It's like learning to dance. At first, you need to think about each step, but with practice, it becomes natural. Another thing that helped me was finding friends who also wanted to practice English. We would meet, maybe for coffee, and only speak English. In the beginning, it felt awkward because none of us were very good, but soon it became fun. We learned together and laughed at our mistakes. You can do the same. Find a friend or a group and practice speaking together. You might also feel nervous about speaking with native English speakers. I know I did. But most people are kind and patient. They don't expect you to be perfect. They understand that you're learning, so don't be afraid to talk to them. If you happen to make a mistake, they might correct you, and that's a great thing. Each correction is an opportunity to learn something new. There will be days when frustration takes over. There will be moments when giving up seems like the only option. But I want you to hold on to something very important. You are much stronger than you think. Just by having the desire to learn, you've already taken the first step, and that takes courage. And here's the best part. Regardless of where you come from or what your background is, English has the power to connect you with the world. It acts as a bridge, bringing people closer together. When you can communicate in English, you open doors to travel, meet new people, and experience different cultures. It's a key that unlocks endless opportunities. So when the thought of quitting crosses your mind, remind yourself why you started. Think about the opportunities that will come into your life through learning English. Picture yourself in the future, speaking confidently, making new friends, and achieving your dreams. Hold on to that vision, let it drive you forward, and never forget to be kind to yourself. Learning a language isn't easy, but you are doing an incredible job. If you ever make a mistake, don't be too hard on yourself. Instead, say, "I'm learning, and I'm improving every day." There will be moments when you surprise yourself. Maybe you'll understand a conversation effortlessly or say something naturally without overthinking it. These moments show you how far you've come, and as long as you keep going, more of these moments will come. As I stand here today speaking to you in English, I want you to know, I was once in your place. I felt nervous, I made mistakes, and I wanted to give up. But I didn't. And if I could learn to speak English, so can you. The road may be long, but every step is worth it. With each word you learn and each sentence you say, you are creating a brighter future for yourself. I remember the moment when I realized learning English wasn't just about understanding words. It was about connecting with people. I was sitting in a park when a tourist approached me, asking for directions in English. For the first time, I didn't hesitate. I spoke with confidence, even though my English wasn't perfect. The smile on their face when they understood me, it felt like magic. That's when I knew English is a powerful tool, a way to bring people together. Learning English has given me more than just language skills. It has taught me patience, resilience, and the importance of perseverance. Every word, every sentence, is a small victory. And every time you speak, no matter how short the conversation, you are making progress. One thing that helped me immensely was using English in my daily life. I didn't wait for a classroom or a special occasion. I practiced everywhere. While walking down the street, I would describe what I saw in English. While cooking or cleaning, I would think in English. These little moments of practice add up over time. I also loved talking to myself in English. I would pretend to have conversations, sometimes even acting out scenes from movies or TV shows. It may sound funny, but it helped me feel more comfortable with the language. The more I spoke to myself, the more natural English felt. And here's something that might surprise you. It's okay not to know everything. You don't need to memorize every word in the dictionary to speak English. Sometimes simple words are enough. What truly matters is that you can express your thoughts and emotions. Even if you don't know the perfect word, there's always a way to communicate. Language is about sharing your heart and mind with others. Another important thing is celebrating every little success. I still remember the first time I ordered food in English at a restaurant. It was a small achievement, but I felt so proud. Celebrate moments like that. Did you have a conversation in English today? That's amazing. Did you learn a new word? That's progress. Every step you take brings you closer to your goal. And when you make mistakes, don't let them discourage you. In fact, celebrate them. Mistakes mean you're trying. Every mistake is a lesson, a chance to grow. I used to feel embarrassed when I made mistakes, but now I see them as part of the learning process. You're not alone in this journey. Millions of people around the world are learning English, just like you. Many of them feel nervous, uncertain, and afraid of making mistakes. But remember, we are all learners, and learning never stops. Even native speakers discover new things about their own language every day. If you ever feel stuck or feel like you're not improving quickly enough, take a deep breath and remind yourself, learning is a journey, not a race. Some days you'll make great progress, and other days you'll take small steps. Both are valuable. Both bring you closer to your goal. Confidence is key. And confidence doesn't come from perfection. It comes from believing in yourself and being willing to try. When you speak English, do it with confidence. Even if you're unsure of your words, people will feel your energy, and that's what truly matters. Confidence grows with practice, so keep going. Don't be afraid to speak with native speakers, even if you think your English isn't good enough. Most people are kind and happy to help. In fact, many native speakers admire those who are learning a new language because they know how challenging it can be. When I first spoke to native speakers, I was nervous, but I quickly realized they appreciated my effort and even helped me improve. Surround yourself with English as much as possible. Listen to English music, watch English movies, read English books or articles. The more you expose yourself to the language, the more natural it will feel. And don't worry if you don't understand everything right away. Over time, your brain will recognize patterns and things will start making sense. Learning English can also be fun. Play games in English, sing along to songs, or join online groups where people practice together. There are so many ways to make learning enjoyable. Find what works best for you and stay consistent, and above all, be kind to yourself. Learning a new language is one of the bravest things you can do. It's not easy, and it takes time. But every single day you dedicate to learning is a step forward. You may not see progress immediately, but trust me, it's happening. You are getting better every day. At the end of the day, always remind yourself why you're learning English. Whether it's for your career, travel, meeting new people, or simply challenging yourself, hold on to that reason. Let it keep you motivated. When the journey feels long, remember the doors that will open once you've mastered the language. Before I leave you, I want to say this. English is more than just words. It's a bridge to new experiences, friendships, and opportunities. When you speak English, you aren't just learning a language. You are stepping into a bigger world, a world filled with possibilities. So keep speaking, keep learning, and never give up on yourself. One day, you will look back and see how far you've come. And on that day, you will smile and say, I did it. Thank you for listening.